Miss Sharon Jones. Miss Sharon Jones. And the Dap-Kings.
What you got? The Dap-Kings.
I was going to say, we got more queens on stage than kings tonight.
I know. It's a rarity.
Welcome back to Portland.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be back here.
My first question.
Okay.
Can I have a hug?
Oh. It smells good.
That beats the alternative. Once again, thanks for being a part of this. And you guys, I mean, this is kind of a day off. They are playing the Crystal Ballroom tomorrow night, and they came on in to do this for us today on their day off.
Yeah, and half of the other band is like all laid back and relaxed.
You said the rest of the band is laid up?
Yeah, they, you know.
Well, you know, after what I just heard there, you don't have to pay the rest of those guys. You got this is an act right here. Put them on the bill.
Porn schmorn.
And to the guys. Boo.
How in the heck does this work? How are you guys out on the pay clock, and then they're kind of like, well, resting?
You know, they sort of like doing us like that, you know.
Well, you know, when we do like things like this in a small setting, we just send the people that are important.
There you go.
That'll get them. I hope they listening. Those of that's up. Right. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, then what do you get special for this? What do you want?
Well, I tried to bribe someone to send me fishing.
That should be pretty easy in Portland, Oregon.
That's what I know.
Who wants to take Sharon Jones out on the boat
this
to
evening,
catch some salmon?
like a couple of hours, just like, you know, a lake, a little pond or something, you know. I'll just stand out, be the happiest person in the world. 2 hours, that's all I need.
So tell me about the therapy that is music and Sharon Jones music.
Oh, man, well, the therapy now that I'm back. Because when I was really home, when I was going through the chemo and the cancer and everything, music is my joy. And I just couldn't even listen to my songs because I couldn't sing them from being cut. And I could barely, breathe instead of trying to sing. So I was done with music for a while. And I just listened to some gospel stuff on and off. But then, once I found out that I could sing, I got some air up in there. About October, from June to October, my first time I was singing since May. And I got that air out, and my fans was like, come on back, and we're waiting for you. And I just got that inspiration and said, I'm going back out here just as I am.
So did you listen? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, thank you. Once I could sing, that was it. The strength, all the other stuff would come back. So I figured this energy and the strength would come once I got the vocals going.
Music is in you, though, so did you still listen for inspiration? Who are some of the voices that you were listening through that? Well,
basically, like I said, some gospel stuff on and off. Gabe had sent me a variety of gospel songs that I listened to, But other than that, I just always, that one gospel song that I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me, and that's my little testimony song, So yeah.
So with this news, give the people what they want. Hey. That sounds simple enough to me.
Simple.
It is simple.
And you know what? It is, and it's soul music. I'm trying to, if you know, y'all, the music industry. When you see the awards, what do you see? You got R&B, they got pop, they got hip hop, country, but you do not see a category for soul music. And that's one of the goals that I think that's what God saved me for, to get me back out here and get soul music back up on the.
There you go.
Yeah, because I am a soul singer, and
your name is atop with the rest. In my collection, in fact, we've lost the Eddas and everything, but of course, the Betty Lavettes and Mavis still with us, and but you're right there, young lady. Did you ever see this? Tell me exactly. Am I hearing the rumors right of what you did before you ended up with the band?
Oh, I did a lot of stuff.
I know, but there was something that's just not musical.
I worked at Rikers Island. I was correction officer. And I know. Little me, yeah. And they had me with the men. I was actually it was supposed to be in the adolescent C-74. But they had men in there also. And I left there and I went to Wells Fargo. I had to carry a gun, so once I had the gun from the correction, I said, I need to keep the gun with me, so I went to Wells Fargo, armed security. And the job I had working with them was pretty simple. I started out where the ATM machines was introduced. and we put the money in the ATM machines the first time. So I was one of the guys that watched those guys when they take the money in and put them in the machine. You know, I dressed like this, had my little gun hanging on myself. I told people I had 338s. So yeah, well I did, you know, because I had the money, and so I was going, and I used to, you know, it was pretty cool.
Good for you.
You know, but I just was hoping no one tried to rob us, you know.
Well, yeah.
Because if they did, I would have been like.
Then you started. Then you have to work.
Don't want to see you. Just take the money, leave me alone. No, but yeah.
Explain to us who we have up here. Introduce us, please.
You have Star. Well, I could call her Star Duncan Lowe, and Sandra Williams. They've been with me, believe it or not. We used to sing in a wedding band together. The band is called Good and Plenty.
Oh yeah.
And they were the Good and Plenty girls, and then you got here Binky Grip Tight.
Yep.
And Joe Crispiano. Joe been with us now by 5 years now, and the girl's been with us now 4 years, and Binky been with us since beginning of time.
Day zero.
Yeah.
He's been with us since day zero, so yeah.
So
that's like 19 years.
Binky's band leader, right?
Yeah.
No.
It's a widely misconstrued thing. I'm the MC of the show, and so in some ways it looks like I'm running the show, but Gabe is actually the band
Gabe,
leader.
the bass player, is actually the band runner.
He's that 70s looking porn star guy, right?
That's the thing, man. It's not generally what I think of when I look at him. So. But you know, hey, we're
well. I'll tell you what.
Here.
I went over the line there. You and I go back some years. You remember '09 down at the Waterfront Blues Fest when you played Portland down by the river?
I'm sure you're gonna remind me. Show me.
No, look at this.
Make me remember.
For some reason, I mean, I'm sitting off to the side of the stage, and she asked me to come on out.
Something.
You girl, you're moving all the time, and you need other people up there moving with you. So you bring and for some reason.
You was moving. What you moving?
But I'm telling you, I was trying to keep up. I was trying to keep up.
Yeah, I can see that. And I got the little shorts on.
I know, right? That's about as Portlandia as you can get right there.
All right, your hair would look a little more blonde there or something.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been waiting for this.
Got a little bit more salt and pepper since that time.
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
Too, don't feel bad. You know, it's coming back all gray.
It looks good though.
I think with the scare.
My son, and that's why it touches her. My son just went through his chemo rounds too, and his came back. Did yours come back any different?
Yeah,
his came back
curly.
All straight and curly. So okay, so you're finding out different. It does come back a little bit different, doesn't it?
It's definitely coming back different. I don't know what it's gonna look like when it gets longer.
I am so glad you're still giving the people what they want.
Well, thank you.
And I see your light, guys. Thanks very much for being a part of today here.
Oh man,
thank you so much. Can we get some more music from you guys?
We're gonna try out.
Give it up, Sharon Jones and the Dap-Kings, guys.